There's another area where we have made good progress. And that is 4 years ago when I came to Maine, I said, at this moment in American history where we have an exploding technology, where people need more skills in a competitive global economy if they're going to do well, if they're going to make it into the middle class, we have got to rethink what public education in this country means. And what I said was, it is no longer good enough for public education, free public education, to be K through 12. We need to make public colleges and universities tuition free. Well, that idea was also seen a few years ago as a radical idea, but guess what? Go to California, go to New York State, go to Tennessee, go to other communities around this country. They are moving in the direction of making public colleges and universities tuition free. And as President of the United States, we will make public colleges and universities tuition free in every state in this country. But we have got to go further than that. There are a whole lot of people in this room and around the country who were told when you were young, go to college, get a good education, and you did. You did the right thing. And you came out of school deeply in debt. And there are people in this country who have been paying off outrageous levels of student debt for decades. I bumped into a person, this is true, a guy who was going to get Social Security. And he was worried, this is true, that they were going to garnish his Social Security check in order to pay off his student debt. Well, when we think big and not small, when we think about a government which is supposed to represent working families and not just the rich, when we understand that 11 years ago, Congress, against my vote, bailed out the crooks on Wall Street who destroyed our economy, when we understand that a couple of years ago, Trump and his friends gave well over $1 trillion in tax breaks to the 1% in large, profitable corporations. Well, if we could bail out Wall Street and give tax breaks to billionaires, we can cancel all student debt in this country. And people say, my critics, the editorial pages, political establishment says, Bernie, that's too radical, it's too expensive. Well, the truth is, it is expensive, but we pay for it with a modest tax on Wall Street speculation. And when we talk about thinking big and not small, it means that we are going to end the austerity programs imposed on working families and bring a little austerity to the 1%.
So, yes, if you didn't already know, Bernie Sanders wants to abolish everybody's student loan debt, and he plans to do so by imposing a tax on Wall Street speculation. Sanders' logic is simple and makes a lot of sense. Back in 2008, the American people had to bail out Wall Street. And now Sanders thinks it's time for Wall Street to return the favor. Besides wiping out all student loan debt in this country, Bernie plans to utilize his proposed tax on Wall Street speculation in order to join the many countries around the world and make public colleges and universities tuition free. And we should join the many countries around the world and make public colleges and universities tuition free. Education should be a human right. I don't think that should be something that is considered controversial to say. And you know what? A lot of countries do understand that education is a human right, at least when it comes to public colleges. In truth, There are many countries around the world that have made public colleges tuition free. And that's a very good thing because, again, education should be a human right. I mean, we already guarantee education K through 12. Why not extend that guarantee through college? And preschool for that matter. And childcare is very important as well because one's early years are very important in terms of development. Bottom line here is that, as Bernie was very astutely explaining, we should be investing in education. In a moral and just society, everybody should have equal opportunity in regards to pursuing education. And that means the wealth of the family you were born into, or the wealth of your guardians, should not be a factor in whether or not you are able to pursue a higher education, or an entry level education for that matter. And no one should have to go into enormous debt in order to do so. And you know what? The American people agree. Most support making childcare and pre K free for all, and most support making public colleges and universities tuition free.